Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a Penguin Academy preview for the next stage of the Blood Bowl 3 2025 World Championships, the group stage. Uh, this is a stage with 16 groups, each of 4 players, 2 of which directly qualified for group stage, and 2 of which had to fight through the play-in stage. 2 of each in each group. There wasn't any other way of organizing them. I was wondering if they were going to do a 2-0 and a 2-1 from the play-in stage, but it was just random draw. They were literally random drawed, 2 from each bucket of direct and play-in. And as you can see on the screen right now is group number 1. We have Edward Lover from Italy, who qualified via the last playoffs of this year as far as the World Championships go, and qualified in an odd manner. He lost the playoffs, but the person who won the playoffs hadn't chosen a race via the rules of the competition, and so was disqualified. And the guy who lost apparently had chosen a race, so got to play instead. Pretty rough for the person who won the playoffs. He is bringing orcs, and we can look at his team. This is you can look at his team that he seems to have taken a photo of with his fridge. Um, we have 2 guard biggins, 2 block biggins, tackle, mighty blow, and guard on the blitzers, and a naked Mr. Throw with 3. It's a bog standard orc team, isn't it? You can go frenzy instead of tackle. You can go frenzy instead of mighty blow, although I think giving up mighty blow is a bit rough. I do like 2 block, 2 guard, and the 3rd guard on the blitzer. No troll gives him the 3rd reroll, and the Apo with 12 men. Perfectly bog standard orc team. However, the ladder this season was, let's go with subpar. So don't think that even getting to the final was a thing that is an indicator of skill, because I can assure you, after watching some of the games, it was not. Next up, we have Monitor the Cheat, who qualified via an earlier official ladder, and he's brought Amazons. And let's have a look at his team. What's are they all just blurry? Maybe it's not the people's fault. They're all just blurry as hell for some reason. And he has gone an Amazon build I don't like, which is double block Jaguars and double block Piranhas with leader on a thrower as well as 3 built-in rerolls. And a wrestle Lino with 13 men and an Apo. I don't like this build. It's not bad. It'll do just fine. It's still Amazons with loads of blodge. But like I prefer guard on one of the Jaguars, and I personally prefer wrestle on one of the Piranhas rather than on a Lino because of the extra movement and jump up just in case. And I don't like having a leader when you've already got 3 built-ins instead of a block. Like what's the point of the thrower in this case? If you haven't got block, you're carrying on a Piranha. So the thrower's just there to be a leader caddy? That seems pointless. So not a massive fan of the build, but it'll do fine regardless. It's just suboptimal. It's still Amazons. And we have next up PC from the Purple Chest. I should call him Purple Chest, right? Not everyone who watches these videos or whatever just knows that we call him PC. He qualified through DBL. I think is that the German league? Did Did PC pretend to be German for like qualification? And he's brought Dark Elves. And we have Blodge, 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 Wrestle, Wrestle, Witch. So only 3 blitzers to allow him to have double Wrestle Witches, which means he's got 11 men and an Apo and a leader runner to give him a 4th reroll. I don't mind this build. It's okay. 5 Blodge allow you to like better protect the runner. The 4th reroll allows you to try things, and should you get to overtime, might be useful. So I don't mind this build. You are missing a blitzer, but double witch, really nice. He's found himself in an odd bracket as PD here. We'll talk about the thing in a minute. Last up, we have Rio Bravo from the Ukraine, and he qualified from the Ukrainian Blood Bowl League, and he's also brought Amazons, so double Amazons. And he has got a much better build than Monitor the Cheats. We've got the block guard on the Jaguars. We've got block wrestle on the Piranhas. We've got a block thrower and a wrestle Lino, and that gives us 3 rerolls. And the Apo and 13 players. This is what I would take. Almost certainly this would be my build. I like a thrower for the short drive, and he works out for the money. And honestly, I'd carry on it. Like the one movement, like, you know, sure, the hit and run and stuff helps, but I like, you might as well just carry on it and try and push your way through with the good players. Depends on what's going on in the game, who you play in, etc. So this is a rough little group for PC straight at the start. Dark Elves are not going to be happy with the Orcs, even though the player is worse. And then the other two have brought Amazons, which, again, the Dark Elves are not going to be happy with. I think this is a rough group. Based on just play, PC's the best, then Monitor, then the other two. So probably just going to say that PC and Monitor get through. But Orcs can just bang people out, and Amazons are hard to beat. So I could see Ed sneaking in there instead of one of the others, especially if he bangs out the 2 Amazons. A block Lino is fine. Like, if rather than 2 wrestle, sure. So tough group straight off the bat. Tough group. Group number 2, we have Ramino of Italy, who qualified via something called Wild Thing Studio. I'll be honest with you. What? What even is that? Is that a league? Did he qualify via a modeling competition? Like, what is going on there? And he's brought Old World Alliance, and so has the other direct ticket. 2 Old World Alliance teams. Let's look at Ramino's. Ramino has got a block ogre, so already I love it. Right? It's not a tree. Already I love it. Mighty blow on the blitzer, so I don't like it. I'm off. I'm gone. I'm out. I was in. I'm out again. That should be guard, because I can see why there isn't mighty blow on the Slayer, because he's taken dodge on the Slayer. Get out. Just straight out. In the bin immediately. We've got a thrower that's got, for some reason, leader, even though, again, we've got 3 built-in rerolls and half of your team is a loner. So, no go. And we've got, of course, the Mighty Blow tackle stack and the Blodge catcher. Yeah, no. Just no. We got a kick Lino. So, no. I don't know what went on in Wild Thing Studio. But, in fact, I mean, looking at this group, Jay Leaves feeling pretty confident about now, isn't he? What a dream group for Jay Leave. Sorry, muted my mic there as I haven't been well this week, as you know from the VODs if you're watching them in order. Talking of J-Leave, he's also brought Old World Alliance. Please be more sensible. Block Ogre, love it. Mighty Blow Tackle Blitzer, Block Thrower, Block Catcher, Guard. There we go. Congratulations, J-Leave. We will see you in the actual World Championships. Who's next? Sir Zasti. Oh dear. The Goblin Prince of Delusion is in this group. I'll be honest with you, it's a pretty good group for him too, because I can see who's below him, and I just saw the terrible build of the guy at the top. So if they were gonna have a chance, if we were gonna have a chance of seeing goblins in the actual World Championships, this is a pretty good way of having that happen. They'll need to win the toss against the Norse. But other than that, we know his team from the thing. We'll look at it anyway. It is the Block Troll, the Brawler Troll, Fungus, the Dodge Chainsaw, the Stack on the Bomber, the Killer, and then a Pogoer with Sure Hands, Double Diving Tackle, and a Sidestep with 2 rerolls. I don't hate this build as goblins. It's fine. He's also got 2 bribes and a biased ref for the fouling. Like, it's just straight in. It's fine. I don't know why everyone leans so heavily on the bombers. I'll be honest with you. I think we saw about 4 bombs between 3 goblin players. And then last up, we have Killtrain and his Norse. I don't remember which Norse team this is. It's the one with the Yeti. Even better for the goblins. So we got a Block Yeti. We got a Blodge Valk. A Leader Valk to give him his 3rd reroll. 1 Ulf with Block. And then we've got no Berserkers because the Yeti's so expensive. And we have Dirty Player, Kick, which is a problem for a throw teammate, and Sure Hands on the Lino. No idea why. Obviously going to carry on the Blodge Valk. Yes, the 2 Old World Alliance are a problem, but one of them is an unknown player, let's be polite, and with a bad build, so J-Leave going to get through. I probably will say the 2 directs go through, but there is an outside chance of either of these 2 going through because Ramino to me is completely unknown. I've never seen him play. I've never heard of him, and this build is bad. So could be up for grabs, that 2nd place. Next group, we have, again, unknown. I'm not going to know a lot of these direct tickets. They came from random leagues around the world. They could be awful for all I know. Some of the play-in ones were, so this amusingly is the group most likely for the directs to go home and the play-ins to go through. Like, because as you can just tell by looking, both of the play-ins are considerably better than the unknown players from the other group. The group is very upside down, yeah. So we have Fast Skill first from the Franco Bowl, and he's brought Amazons. I'm going to say he for most people. I'm sorry if you have different pronouns, let me know and I'll change it. And yeah, this is this the same build? Is this the French Amazon build? Have they just all got together and decided this is the build? I don't like it, so this is exactly the same build as Monitors. Don't like it. This is weird when this happens. Then Dragoo from Belgium has brought Lizards. No one likes to see Lizards, and he's 5 block and a guard. I don't hate that. Like, I've always said, like, I don't mind. As long as you've got the 5 block, the other one can go anywhere. You can put guard on the Crocs, you can put guard on a Saurus, you can take a Wrestlesaurus, you can take a Frenzy Saurus. None of them are bad. They're all okay. 6 block is standard and is definitely not wrong, obviously, but it's okay. Oh, did he swap a reroll for an extra player? Okay. I still don't care. It's the skills that are the problem. So this is, and he's gone with 2 rerolls and the Apo with 12 players. And then Crystal has found himself in here with his rats. We've seen his rats before, but let's have a look. We have the Juggernaut Roger, Mighty Blow and Guard. We've got Blodge, Rog, and Strip. And then we've got a Naked, Gutter, and the Thrower with Leader for his 3rd reroll. I mean, the Strip, I'll forever not like, right? Just Naked Strip. I just don't like it. 50% of your games, at least it's going to be completely useless. I would probably just not have it and either have another Rog or a sidestep for the 1 turn. Like, it's just sitting there hoping it'll be useful at some point. He's found himself in a group, by the way, where it is completely useful. All 3 of the other players don't have Sure Hands. But also, they do have big things. So it'll probably be only useful against the lizards. And then last but not least, we have Mr. Jimmy Fantastic. And he has brought Necro. So, what is going on with this? And we've seen it before, but we'll go over all the teams. We have the Block Wolf, Blodge and Rog Ghouls, Guard, 3 rerolls. Not even blurry, I can read it. Amazing. And like I said, you got to think that it's if you turn this group upside down, that's probably how it's going to end. And next up we have does anyone know how to say this? Nawash, Nate Wash. Is that meant to be an 8 or an A or an O, like something else? Night Watch. Oh, can I just? Oh, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm just calling him Night Watch for now, from now and evermore. Perfect. Night Watch from Germany, qualified via the Champions Cup this last season, the very last Champions Cup, which is confusingly named. It's the Sprint Cup. Why it's called the Champions Cup? Ask Cyanide and their silly naming. No one knows. And he's brought Amazons. And oh, that's confusing. Firstly, he hasn't got the right colors. This is awful. Please, quick, for anyone out there who's watching, turn the colors to be where all the categories are the same colors. Skill categories are the same colors. This is horrendous. This looks like you haven't brought your 3D glasses in 1986 to watch Jaws. Like, it's fucking terrible. We've got double block piranhas. We've got block guard on the Jaguar. We've got block on the Thrower and Wrestle. 3 rerolls, 12, etc. So, other than I prefer Wrestle on one of the piranhas, this is fine. It's got the guard. It's better than the French build. Valley is saying that Night Watch might be good, so we'll have a look out for him. Someone who is good is Mankiz. He qualified via the regular official ladder, and he has brought humans, which I suspect... Oh, for God's sake, come on, Mankiz. Mankiz is using the Blood Bowl 2 goddamn things now. It's only been 2.5 years, Mankiz. You could probably learn the new ones. And he's brought guard, mighty blow tackle, blodge, guard, and that's it. He's brought a human team. They all look like this. Learn the new ones. Like, how can anyone look at this nonsense and think that it's better? They're not. It's ludicrous. We just got used to them for so long that we're used to looking at them. They're just nonsense. They're not coordinated in any way. It's just because we know them by heart. Any new player is going to find the new ones easier to learn than this pile of shit. Next up, we have Mongloom from Spain. He qualified via the PL de Minotero, and he's brought Norse, which we know because we've seen him play, but didn't mean to make that sound like a surprise. And his Norse build is the one with the double Ulfs, with block. He's got a Dodge Valk and a Rodge Valk, which is interesting. And he's brought Tackle, Dirty Player, and a Mighty Blow Berserker with a couple of pigs. Norse builds all over the place, by the way. 3 of them qualified and through the play-ins. All the builds different. And last in this group, we have Slender Loris, who's apparently British, which I didn't know. And he qualified via whatever the hell this is. TTHBBL. Okay. And he's brought Amazons. And he is the Amazons with Block Guard, Jaguar, Slender Lines. Double block on the Piranhas and double wrestle on the Linos. Again, I'd like these swapped. No skill on the thrower, which, I mean, I don't know why you bring a thrower and not skill it. And Amazons. So other than Mankiz going through, and he's got a real nice draw for him going through, hasn't he? Bringing humans to an Armor 7 fight. Like, this is pretty real. It's pretty good for him. Apparently, Nightwatch is good. Mongloom is decent. Slender Loris was there. So let's go with Mankiz and Nightwatch until we see otherwise. We find out whether Valley is talking nonsense or not. Next group, we have Copex, Diomed, Clayfinity, and Padawan. And the directs are going through here because I've just finished watching both Clayfinity and Padawan play, and I haven't recovered yet. So let's have a look what teams Copex and Diomed are taking to the real World Championships. Copex has brought the badly colored. I gotta work at. Wait, what? Okay, well, there are 3 goblins on this orc team. We got a troll with guard. Only one of the big guns has a skill. We have 2 guard on the blitzers, and then block and tackle. We've brought a Mr. Throw with... Is that a skill? Is that on the ball? So that's where the skills have gone, right? So we've got an on the ball Mr. Throw and 3 goblins. Is it possible for Diomed to just qualify twice out of this group? Okay. Well, Diomed. Come on. Diomed. What is wrong with people? 2.5 years. Let it go. It's embarrassing. Right. We have Block Wolf, Blodgeon Rog Ghoul, and Foreguard. It is the exact same team. We know Clayfinity came from Australia and Double, and he brought Chaos with the Block Guard stack, along with Block, Sure Hands, Wrestle, and Frenzy, and a Block Auger. It's not a bad team. It's just, you might stand a chance of getting through instead of the Orcs with that Orc build, but. And then Padawan is the double block wolf, Rog Ghoul, Orgard, Necro team. I'll be honest with you, like I don't care about this. I'm very sorry. It means that I'm not going to care about any of Diomed's games at all, other than hoping he doesn't get diced and make the World Championships worse. Next up, oh, this looks a bit like the Group of Death. Okay, I accidentally went to the next one. That also looks pretty bad. We have Bright. Bright qualified via PI. Okay, bit weird. He's brought Orcs. And he's brought Leader Mr. Throw because he wants the Troll. And he's got 4 guard big guns, Mighty Blow and guard on the Blitzer. Fuck Tackle. Fuck Frenzy. Let's just go guard heavy. Hasn't put guard on the Troll. It's unreliable. Sometimes you'll lose a guard, so strength 5 is good enough. And then he's got 2 goblins, probably because of the money left over, as his bench. 2 rerolls and leader. Not bad. I mean, maybe you could have just skipped the troll and goblins and just gone all reliability instead, seeing as Bright is a good player. Probably would have given him a 3rd reroll. And he could have put block on Mr. Throat. Next up, we have ODL from France with he qualified via the Champions Cup. I think that's the Sprint Cup, right? The Sprint Cup. And he's brought Rats, which are almost the same team as Crystal, except he swapped out a Rog gutter for a sidestep gutter, but he still kept the strip ball, which is useless against the Orcs. But it is, again, the Rats have got lizards in their group, which is the only time that strip ball is actually good. Gorga Bay has brought his Dark Elves, and he's gone for the 4 Blodge Blitzers, Rog Witch, Dodge Assassin, 11 men, 3 rerolls, and an Apo. Pretty safe build for the Dark Elves. And then Benbow has brought Lizards, unsurprisingly. And his team was the what? Oh, Stand Firm. His team was the 5 block and the Stand Firm Crocs. There we go. I was like, where the hell's the other skill? Because it's red. And I'm always used to seeing a red skill at the end of the Crocs, but it's another red skill, so it's Stand Firm. With the 12 men, 2 rerolls, and an Apo. This is a pretty rough group. Straight off the bat, it's a rough group. Gorga and Bembo are competent. Bright and ODL are good. This is a pretty rough group. It's probably going to end up being the 2 directs, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little upset in this group. This is the group most likely to have an upset, I think, so far. And then here we have quite the 50-50, don't we? The direct qualifier, Arzawain, Spanish, qualified via whatever the Summer Super League. That's Jim's thing. And he's brought humans. He's brought humans that he's thrown onto the page with wild abandon. We've got guard, and mighty blow tackle for the blitzers. We've got a guard auger. We've got a thrower with no skills, so that we've got a blodge and a guard and a glad catcher. Gives us 3 rerolls, and the Apo 14 men, including the fling. And next up, we have Star Ferret, who's British and qualified via the Sprint Cup. And he's brought rats, which is okay. Not expecting it. And it is guard and tackle blitzer. Mighty blows better. We've got the Juggernaut. Oh, season 6 was just one cup called the Champions Cup. Okay, I don't remember. Sorry. Juggernaut Auger, and then we got Blodge. We've got a Sneaky Git Gutter Runner. Which means we've only got 12 men because we've had to buy a third reroll because we put a Sneaky Git Gutter Runner instead of a leader, thrower, and bench. No. Sneaky Git Gutter Runner, silly. Next up, we have Valley's finish and qualified via whatever the Arena Finals Season 8 was. Good, well done, Valley, for winning that thing. And he's brought Proels, as we saw. And he's gone with the Guard Blitzer and Dodge Tackle Blitzer, both of which I hate. Sorry, Val. Terrible. And we've got double wrestle catchers with a dodge catcher and leader on the thrower with a Sneaky Git Lino, 3 rerolls, and Apo and 12 men. I hate this build. I think it's so bad. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I wasn't talking about this build more is because Manil brought a worse build by a mile. I think the guard is a giant waste of time, and I hate wasting the stack. The stack on tackle. You're likely to be the better player in almost every matchup. It's either frenzy or you wrestle strip or wrestle tackle the catcher, and then this other one should have just been dodge. Guard is just pointless. And then last up, we have Will Shoebox and Norse. And this Norse, it's hard to remember because they're all indifferent. This Norse has 2 guard oafs, one of which is stacked with the block, which gives him 1 skill each on the Valks, and he's gone with wrestle and dodge. The Berserker has guard, and so does one of the Linos, and then a DP and 2 pigs with 15 players overall with the 2 pigs, 3 rerolls, and an Apo. Just from skill, this should be Valley and Arzawain going through without breaking a sweat. But Rats can 1 turn, Valley's team is rubbish, and Norse can beat things up and just foul them off the pitch. So, again, could be an upset, but just based on skill, Valley and Arzawain go through like the other 2 didn't exist. Who the hell's Manic Michael? We have Manic Michael, who's American and qualified. I'm gonna assume this was Murder Bowl misspelt, and he didn't qualify via Muda Bowl on the PS portal. What's going on this entry? Is this just PlayStation? Anyway, he's brought chaos. Wherever he came from, he's brought chaos. Somehow they got a direct ticket, whatever this is. And his chaos hasn't got the right colors. His chaos have 4 block, one of which is stacked with guard. He's got a wrestle lino. He's brought a block minnow. Sure hands goat, a block goat, and then for some reason 2 gaps, and then a naked tackle goat. Well, this is shit. Next up, we have Sprinter from Germany, who's qualified via the DBBL. Wait a minute. PC qualified via the DBL. Excuse me a second. Oh, PC typoed. Let's go with that. Sprinter, he's qualified, and he's brought Dark Elves. And it's almost PC's build. Kind of weird. Is this a German build? Were they forced to use this? But he's got a Blodge and Rodge Witch. I actually prefer the double wrestle. Just with me, like me and PC have the same idea. Like it means that you don't have to care exactly where your witch is for the following turn because you have 2 of them. Obviously, that's your sack attempt. So if you have to keep incredible track of your one sacker, it's kind of annoying. And joining them from the other group is Jeff is from France with rats. And he's got the Juggernaut Roger. He's gone with guard tackle as well. It's just, I think Mighty Blow is just better. Like any removals that rats get is great. And you know, sometimes you can't blitz with the Roger, or sometimes the Roger is based and just can block or whatever. And then he's gone for Blodge, Rodge, and Strip. Again, honestly, it's like rats just can't leave home without Strip. Jeff is a good player. I like, yeah, I remember him from Blood Bowl 2. And then we have Plo, who's found himself in quite a little annoying group. Plo, probably the best player in Croatia. He did play a game of rock, paper, scissors with his cat and managed to win. So now he gets to be the best player in Croatia for a year. He qualified via BB Tactics and is bringing Undead. Double guard mummies. Guard tackle on the wraiths, whatever, again, and Blodge and Shuahan school. Better to me to have Blodge and Rodge and carry on the Blodge, and then you have a Roger for sacking, but it's okay. It's Undead, this steady. I think he's going to need some luck here. But Sprinter and Manic Michael especially, very unknown, right? Um, so I'm putting Jeff is through, and then until I see Manic Michael play, he is American. I've never seen him play. He's not on Team America. I don't think I've seen him on Fumble. So I'm going to guess not good, just based on all of those things, which means number 2 is up for grabs between Sprinter and Plo. So he has a shot. Next up, next group, we have Colian, who qualified through Rubble. And he's brought Necro. Unlike Jim, I don't know why Jim doesn't know or doesn't think or hasn't seen Colian enough. I think Colian's one of the best Russians. And he's brought guard, Rog, Blodge, and a block wolf. What a surprise. And the other qualifier is someone called Nasher, who's British. I've never heard of him. Anyone know who Nasher is? Did I see his player names? No, I didn't. Nice. I've no idea who Nasher is. He qualified through Tribble. He's brought humans. It's a block ogre. He's brought 4. Wait, what? A block ogre, 4 guard blitzers, a blodge catcher, a sneaky git catcher. There. Okay, well, this is terrible. Bigodin, French, qualified through the Belgian Bowl. He's brought humans, and I think he's brought regular humans. There we go. This is what it should look like. A block ogre, mighty blow tackle, 3 guard, block thrower, blodge catcher. This is the human team, right? If you did anything other than this, you probably did it wrong. You should go back and do it right. And last up, we have Copto from Mexico, who got through with Necro. It's not, though. Like, it's guard starved in the sense that, yeah, you would like 5 more guard, but you shouldn't be fighting bash teams. You lose. Double block wolf, blodge ghoul, 4 guard. Going through here, I'm gonna say Colian and Bigodin. I mean, it's not often I would say Bigodin gets through a group, but like, there's no way Nasher can be good, right? I've never heard of him, and he's British. And I know Copto is not great. Copto's probably going to be like the underdog we want to like go for here, right? Be nice to see Mexico represented in the thing, but yeah, this is Colian's, like the Colian and Diomed, the Russians have like got a dream draw. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to cut this next bit out on the YouTube, but I need 5 minutes because that phone call that interrupted me was my groceries that weren't due for another hour ring in to say they're in the area and are going to drop off right now. So I'm going to scroll down so people can talk about the next group. Oh, well, there's nothing to talk about. I've never heard of any of them. And I'm going to quickly grab my groceries. So you can skip forward on the YouTube. At least these people have to just sit here. Hello. I'm back. Good timing then, Kev. So, next up we have Jaman from Spain, qualified via the Buttercup, and he's brought Dark Elves. And his team's upside down. 4 Blodgers, Rog Witch, Dodge Lino. Gives him 12 men, 3 rerolls, no Apo. Okay. It's fine. It's Dark Elves. And we have Coke Guy from Singapore. Is he actually Singaporean? Or is he just wrote down where he's currently living? And he qualified via BB Tactics, and he's brought Orcs. Shaman. I mean, it's got a double A in it. It's got to be Man, hasn't it? Oh, what happened there? Double block, double guard, big ends. Hang on, I've seen this team before. The exact same team as the other guy, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. He's got 4 rerolls because he's got no Mr. Throw. So I guess he carries on either the Goblin or this Blitzer. And we have Fufale from France, who was in one of the games that wound me the hell up this week. So hopefully he just goes home or gets better. I'm nothing personal against these people. If you just play better Blood Bowl, I'm on board. We have we sort of the right team. Double Blodge, Gutters. Yeah. I'd rather double Rog if you're not going to have anything to help the one turn or, the hopeful strip ball. But sure, other than that. And then we have Tour. I don't know why I'm making him sound Irish, because he's Finnish. And he's the one who brought Old World Alliance. With the... I would like a quick shout out to all the Old World Alliances with Ogres. Did all of the Old World Alliance with trees just lose? We have Guard Ogre, Guard Dwarves, Mighty Blow Tackle, and Leader Thrower, and Guards on the humans. So this is the one that had 7 Guard, which is pretty good. I like this build. And I don't know any of these people, other than Fufale, who was terrible. So, I don't know. Roll a dice. I have no idea. We'll find out whether Shaman and Coke Guy are any good. Next up, we have the French get dumped in the same group. Martoni, who I've never heard of, qualified through Lutece. See, right. So here's the thing. Some of these people from around the world who qualified via leagues and things might be okay. Like, I doubt we're going to find another K-Fool or anything, but they might actually be decent players and they just play in leagues and on tabletop or something. Like, I don't know all of the players around the world, obviously. It seems so unlikely when you don't know who they are at all that they're going to be good. And it's proven far more often that they're not. But both the French are both humans, so let's see if they're the same team. Let's see if they're the human team or something else. Oh, God. Martoni. Block Ogre. Wait, what's going on here? Both catchers and the thrower don't have any skills. This is annoying. It's blurry and it's the 3D shit colors. The blitzers are right, but we've got a wrestle Lino and a sneaky git halfling. No, okay. So okay, I hope Martoni enjoys his time in group stages because the next two are going through. Ungern, where do you qualify from? The ladder. Nice. Look how just perfect this both team. Well, maybe not the team. I'm not a massive fan of the guard Lino. We could have had a blodge catcher or a block thrower, but whatever. But this picture is like fucking 4K. What the hell's going on with that? But it's good enough. That team's good enough. We've seen Magic's Dark Elf team. The assassin is in there. But Magic's in charge of it, so it should be good. And then Tector is the lizard team who just brought 6 block. I don't actually remember if Tector was particularly good or not. But you gotta just lean into Ungern and Magic going through there. And then this group, I mean, immediately looking at the direct go through. But World Sitar has World Sitar's brought Norse and Devo's brought Old World Alliance, so anything could happen. Let's have a look at World Sitar's Norse team. Can please, World Sitar, you are one of the Russian, like, you know, Blood Bowl oligarchs. Can you tell the other Russians to sort this shit out and put the real fucking icons on? It's not, it's Russia. They're from Russia. Is that why they all say, like, question mark? Did he not want to write Russia? Why didn't want to write the word Russia? So we have Mighty Blow Yeti instead of a Block Yeti, all in on the bang, block and guard on an Ulf, double guard on the Berserkers, which means Mighty Blow on a Lino, and then a one Valk, which is Blodge, and one Pig, and he only has 2 rerolls, 14 men. Do you know what? I don't hate this team. If you're going to go Norse, go for the bang. This is a very Russian Norse team. And Davos brought Old World Alliance. Kind of interested to see this. It's blurry for some reason. We have a block Augur. All 4 of the dwarves have guard. We have Mighty Blow Tackle on the Blitzer. We have Block Catcher and we have a Block Thrower. And there's an extra guard on a Lino with 13 men, one of which is a halfling, 3 rerolls, and an Apo. This is a fine Old World Alliance build, as you'd expect, really. Like, Devo doesn't usually make stupid teams. He does every now and again for some kind of meme, but why have you brought Old World Alliance? Like, it's still Old World Alliance. Wait, what? Valley? Are you messing with Wilking? You would care if that said Russia. Can't tell if Valley was joking. Firstly, there's no flag. Secondly, this column is where they're from. World Sitar hasn't invaded anyone. This is ludicrous to have like question marks instead of the country he's from. Anyway, Nuru's team is correct blitzers, block ogre, but nothing on the throwers and catchers, and a block and wrestle Lino. Don't like it. And Force Unlocked has brought the Corn. We literally just saw them. If you're watching in order, it has got a block Bloodspawn, block guard on 2 Corn goes, and then a carrier with sure hands and 2 heads instead of block, which is, silly. So yeah, both of the directs should go through based on skill, but they've both brought teams that can screw up. World Sitar's brought Bang Norse, who can get banged, and Devo's brought a shitty tier 3 team. So they could both lose. Like, Korn can bang either of them out. The problem with Devo's team, the problem with Old World Alliance is if like the Bloodspawn clips a couple of dwarves, the team is just terrible. Next group. Oh, this group's looking interesting. Well, except for Lychee. We have K Fool, who has Denmark down instead of England. He qualified via Gym Super League, and he is bringing Amazons. Block guard, block wrestle, block on a thrower, wrestle on a lino. This is my team. There we go. K Fool agrees with me. Therefore, I win. Lamar Soleil is French, qualified via Champions Cup. He's bringing Dark Elves. We got 3 Blodgers. No skill on this Blitzer. What does that cost him? Oh, the reroll. So the Blitzer has cost him the reroll. Okay. I think this should be double wrestle. And we have... wait, no. Okay. He's got the leader on the runner. So for the 3rd reroll. Okay, I don't mind this. Justicium is the one with undead. It's boring undead. You've seen it before. Guard tackle, double blodge ghouls instead of block wrestle. Other than that, fine. And then Lychee. This is still weird. Like, Lychee qualified via the DVLA. He's British too, so is there a British Blood Bowl league named after the DVLA? What is going on there? And his Necro is the 4 guards, double block wolf, and a Shuahan's ghoul. This is kind of a good group. Just based on skill, K-Fool and Justicium should go through, but Lamar Soleil can be good and has brought elves, so, you know, there's that. Is that a German league, PC? Ah, okay. So it's not a German league. That's the thing. Also, I've never heard of that league. Did you qualify from your local pub? So next up we have Mentos from Poland, who qualified from the PlayStation. Okay, who else is going to go through with Andre then? Probably Torsky, right? Mentos has brought Wood Elves. And he's brought Tackle and Strip, the Leader Thrower, and 3 Dodge Linos to go with the catchers being naked. Pretty standard thing for Woodies. 1 reroll and Leader. It's just too rough, the Woody build for me. It's too fragile. And it relies... So the problem with the Woody build is, for me, is unlike the Rats, which also rely on your opponent being rubbish, you don't have the 1 turn anymore. The Woody 1 turn is a lot worse than it used to be, whereas the Rats is better than it used to be. So I think if you're going to go for the noob stomping team these days, Rats are better than Woodies. Andre qualified via the last World Championship. Does that mean he won the last World Championship and you just get a direct ticket to the next one as part of the prize? Okay. Winner stays on. Put my 50 pence down, bruv. We have guard augur, triple guard, mighty blow tackle, block and guard catchers. Yeah, fine, totally fine. And then Ginifix from Germany qualified via Orbal, and he brought lizards. Which lizards were these? He brought the 5 block and the sneaky git. Don't like it. And Torsky. Oh yeah, I forgot. Torsky qualified from Rebel. He's American, and he brought Blackhawks. Ugh. I mean, he's probably still going through, right? Because the other 2 are Ginifix and a PlayStation guy with Woodies. But if anything, like Woody's pretty nice to see lizards and black orcs, so maybe Mentos stands a chance. Next up, we have okay, Mr. Page also lucking out with his group. What the hell? So some of these groups are not equal to some of the others. Slight problem with the randoming. We have Lickamy. Really? I've got to say that a lot. We have Lick Me from Mexico. And they've brought Necro. And they brought Guard, Double Block Wolves, and a Blodge Ghoul, and a potato like picture, and the wrong things. So this will be funny. We've Mr. Page is Canadian, and he qualified via the ladder, and he's brought Black Orcs. Let's look at the mighty blow. Yay! Wait a minute. Oh, was there a rule where if you took DP you couldn't take a bribe? No. So he just didn't take. Does he not know that Black Orcs have cheap bribes? He's got 4 rerolls. Okay, well that's just shit and wrong. But he's brought Guard on the Troll, Almighty Blow Black Orcs, one of which is stacked with block. He's got a Blodge Goblin as a carrier, a DP, and the inability to know how Black Orcs work, so has brought no bribes. Wait, you even told him to get a bribe? Oh, for God's sake. Honestly, this is rubbish, and he's just got the luck of the Irish. Like, there's a crazy group to be in when you've screwed up your own team. No bench, no bribes. Honestly, seeing as everyone has Brawler, I would have gone with bench and a bribe and 2 rerolls. Just be a banger if you're going to be a banger. Why have you brought 4 rerolls? Why? How are you fouling with no bench? What are you thinking? Oh, for God's sake, yeah, he's got a cheerleader instead of an assistant coach. And they have been joined by Enchantress Faye with a Nurgle, who actually stand a pretty good chance of getting through here. Stand Firm Rotspawn, 4 block, Block Mighty Blow, Leader Pesty, Wrestle, and Tackle. Other than that, I don't like the Naked Tackle. I think it's shit. This is fine as a team. The tackle should either be block for the carry or just sure hands for the carry. But great group for her, because we've got Ron Windu the cheat at the bottom here with Old World Alliance. And this was the tree that got through. There we go. The block tree, 3 guard, 1 extra guard on a Lino, Mighty Blow on the Slayer, Mighty Blow tackle, block on there, and then we've got a Wrestle Lino instead of a skill on the catcher. So yeah. Honestly, I can see Paige and Enchantress Faye going through here. You never know. We might just not know because we don't know him. Licking Me might be amazing. Lick Me might lick you. Let's hope that that Lick Me is good, because we don't want the cheat to go through. So, Likami and Enchantress Faye should go through. Just like taking a Black Oak team and then screwing it up, you should go home for that. And the last group, we have Fricape from Spain, qualified via Mbaba. And he's brought Old World Alliance with a Block Ogre, Guard. Slayer has Juggernaut. Okay. Mighty Blow Tackle. A Wrestle Catcher. Okay, some odd ideas here. And he's brought a Bribe to go with his DP Lino. I don't hate that. Like if you're going to have dirty player, so what I hate is people who get a bribe and then have a sneaky git. Like that's just dumb. The point of the sneaky git is to foul for a stun, not for damage. If you bring in DP, buy a bribe if you can afford it. And Old World Alliance apparently can. He's not missing anything, is he? He's got everything he needs here. I'm surprised that this isn't Devo's build, by the way. Except, like, even down to the Juggernaut for surfing things, because he invented it. Like, this, if you'd showed me this team and said this is Devo's, I wouldn't even have blinked. And joining him in the direct ticket, we have Spider, who's American from Goblin, which is, yeah. Talking of which, look who's next. And he's brought Norse. And let's have a look at his Norse team. He's brought the Yeti with block, double block Ulfs. He's got a Berserker that he stacked Mighty Blow and Tackle on. Shuahan's Valk, even though he's got 3 rerolls. Wrestle Valk, and then just Tackle on a Lino. No pigs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 13 men, no Apo. Yeah, this isn't a very good build, is it? All in on the Berserker who has to follow. Ugh. It's a problem, isn't it? Like, it's not that it's not killy enough. It's that his killy person always has to follow. So if your opponent is any good, you're always going to get to punch it back because you just do the buddy system. However, it's going to enjoy the next team, which is Dastardly Dan and his insane goblins. His no bribe goblins. Who have brought Ripper and Varag with a leader troll to make up for 1 reroll. Still has a Fowler. Still has a Fowler. Still has a Chainsaw. Still has a Bomber with no bribes. So unless he's beaten you by, like, turn 8, then you're fine. The biggest problem the teams are going to have against him is this team can draw with you if they win the toss. So everyone who plays him is going to have a 50-50 nightmare at the start of the game. And then last up, we have Eric, who's Spanish, qualified via the Buttercup, and has brought humans. And it's a pretty reasonable human team. Guard on the catches, the difference one. So yeah, this. I mean, again, honestly, the goblins do stand a chance. Like, not a crazy chance, just a chance. Like, Spider's Norse team could get into all kinds of trouble against goblins. Eric wasn't very good. So Frickape and Spider probably go through, but Spider could easily not. He's not good enough to offset getting, like, losing the toss versus goblins and humans and getting banged. Anyway, there we go. That is the end of that preview. We will start the actual games tomorrow, probably. And oh my God, are there going to be a lot of them? I don't know how it works. Because someone can tell me quickly before I sign off. I assume the idea is you can play your 3 games at any point. So some of these groups, some of the players will have played all of their games before others have played even 2. Oh no, you're not. It's really why? Oh wait, I guess you kind of know if you have to go for a win or something. Is that why? Oh, it's because the client is set up that way. It does feel a lot like they could have just let people go have free will, but okay. So does that mean we know the first matches already? Oh, it has caffeine some issues. Good lord. I'm just checking in the group. Yeah, there's no schedules up in the groups on the client. Okay, well then that's the end of the video. We don't get to see that. We will see you all in the first game. Bye-bye.